Hi, everyone.
Well,
Hi, everyone. I'm Jeannie Ralston. I'm the founder of NextTribe, and I want to welcome you to our info session all about Chicago. And I mean, I went to, we've been hearing from everybody how they wanted us to do a Chicago trip. We do a New York trip, we do a Charleston trip, Santa Fe, but Chicago has so much going for it. And it's really a great place to be in the summer when everybody else is just burning up. You can always rely on it being a little cooler, at least on the lake. And one of the things that people always say about it is it's just amazing that there is a actual beach in a major city. Like people go to the beach, they walk to the beach from their apartments or from the subway, and it's just an amazing place. So we decided to check it out. Last summer, I went to do a scouting trip and to just see all the great things that we could. So, and I wanted before I'm gonna have this little thing I want to show you with lots of pictures and everything and kind of the itinerary we'll be following. But before we do that, I want to introduce you to Najwa, who is a Chicago native, and she's one of our travelers. And I sort of crowdsourced this itinerary from a lot of local women. So, and Najwa was one of them. So, Najwa, can you tell me you grew up in Chicago, right?
yes, yes, I
And
did.
and so what is it that makes it so special?
Well, when you told me that I wrote down some things so I can
Oh,
remember. But anyway, it's a wonderful city. It's kind of like a smaller size New York, just more intimate. It has the art, it has culture, it has architecture that's just, wonderful. The lakefront is just amazing, especially in the summer. You can sail. My dad is a sailor. We go sailing in the summer. Um, and then there's also just museums, there's neighborhood festivals, there's music. They have all kinds of festivals at Millennium Park, which is downtown, like Blues Fest, Jazz Fest. Every night there's something going on. It's just an amazing city. There's always something to do.
I love that. I love that. So, and one thing that I love about it is the food. I mean, it's known for its food. So we do a lot of with food on. We have a food tour on this trip that we plan. But also, you've been on quite a few, or not, I don't know, two or three Next Tribe trips. Can you tell us what you like about Next Tribe trips?
Oh, yeah, I've gone on two trips and I'm signed up for like three more this year, I think. Um, they're just really well planned. And it's just also the women. The women you meet on the trip are just amazing. And the Vietnam trip that I was on last November, we all bonded so well that we're doing a reunion together at one of the ladies' houses in Arizona. Um,
That's just
and
great.
yeah, it's
I love
just amazing group of people. And then just everything that they plan on the trip is just wonderful. It's just I can't even say enough about it.
well, I definitely appreciate that for I'm having something funny on my computer. I appreciate that, yeah, that insight, and we love having you on our trip. So very, very exciting. Okay, so thank you, Najwa. I know you need to
Sure.
go. So I
Yeah.
thought I would now go ahead and show you some slides and everything. So if you need to go, Najwa, I understand.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Thanks.
um, here I'm going to share my screen and show you some of the great things that we're going to be doing. Um, so um, so here we go. I'm just trying to make sure that things are. Somebody is coming in as me. I don't understand. Sharon, are you still there? Anyway, so let me just start by telling you what I did in Chicago, how I figured out what to do. So I took some ideas of things that would be great for us to do in Chicago from the women who live in Chicago. So I got ideas from them on like this you must see, this is a must do, this is where I take people when I bring people to the city, and this is what they'll want to see. So so that's how I really did get the insider from our people. And Christine Foley, who is not on the call today, she's going to be your guide. She's local. She's been on quite a few Next Tribe trips, and she is just loves the city and knows her way around, knows lots of people. So she'll on this first one in August, I'll be there too, but Christine is going to be the one who will add that local touch to it all. So so I wanted to introduce you to Christine. We're staying at the Ambassador Hotel. This was one of our local women recommended that we stay there, and it's close to her place on the Gold Coast. So it's a great spot, a real traditional or iconic Chicago hotel, but modern, very modern, updated rooms and interiors. Our first day, we're going to start off in Logan Square, which Chicago is a city of neighborhoods. That's what it's known for. And so there's all these small neighborhoods that have their own vibe, their own lovely uh, attractions and unique. They were maybe settled by different ethnic groups that bring that kind of feeling, different kind of feeling into the city. Logan Square is north of the main, downtown. You can see in this picture that its downtown is in the distance, but it's easily accessible by metro, by the L trains, not the L trains, but the subway. I don't know what they call it in Chicago. I just always think of elevated trains. And so we're gonna spend there, and we have local women who know a lot of women business owners and so forth. So we're gonna go and uh, meet some women-owned businesses. We're going to frequent some women-owned businesses such these two women own a store called Felt in Logan Square. So we'll go there and have a little reception and talk to them about their business. We love to support women's businesses. So that's one of the main things that we do on trips like this is try to meet local women and support their businesses. So we'll get a kind of a different flavor of Chicago because we will have this inside knowledge and get to meet these local women. So we'll be in Logan Square to start. And then we are having an early dinner, but after that, we've chartered a boat from Navy Pier downtown to watch. So this starts, we arrive on a Saturday, and I've jiggered the whole schedule so we can be on a boat in Lake Michigan when they do the fireworks on Saturday night. So we'll be there. We'll have a party. We'll have music. Local Chicago women who are Next Tribers will come too, so we can really get to know some of the women who live there. It makes you feel more of an insider to meet these women, and so we are going to bring them on board with us, probably about 10 or 12 local women, and so we can celebrate with them and get to know all about them. Then the next day we will, since our hotel is near the Lake Michigan, we're going to have the morning. We can have free to walk along the beach, find a yoga class on the beach, maybe jump in the lake. Anything. It's easily accessible from our hotel. Then after we clean up, we're going to go to a friend's apartment, and it's a gorgeous apartment on the Gold Coast, which is North Lakeshore Drive. With I don't know if you can see out there, but there's views of Lake Michigan from her apartment, and we're going to have lunch, a catered lunch there, and we're going to have a speaker. So a local woman, acclaimed local woman, either a writer or an artist or a politician. We've done this in New York. We've had like an NPR correspondent. We've had a MSNBC commentator. We've had the executive editor of a book publishing. So with all our contacts in Chicago, we're going to have a really wonderful woman speak to us about life in Chicago. What is it like to live and build a career and a life there? So that will take place over lunch at a beautiful apartment. And one thing we've learned from all these trips that we've done is women really love to see other women's apartments. I know I do. I just get blown away, and I try to. It helps you imagine what life would be like to live there. So that is for Saturday afternoon, and then we'll go straight from there to a matinee at Second City. I mean, we can't go to Chicago without seeing a matinee. Uh, so we'll fit that in. It's wonderful. It's, where, Bill Murray, Martin Short, a bunch of famous comedians started. So we'll get to see fledgling stars there. Then a really fun dinner in the area near the Second City. And if you've got energy, we'll go to a jazz club. It's called the Green Mill. It's been around since Al Capone, and if you've got the energy, it's worth it. So that's the second day. The third day is we'll go down south to the Hyde Park neighborhood, which is gorgeous. It has beautiful museums and so forth. But we're gonna have breakfast at a diner that Obama has always loved. His presidential library is being built in this area. I don't think it will be done, but we'll walk by and I mean, it's pretty close. And then we're going to go to the Roby House, which is Frank Lloyd Wright's, one of his homes. And, again, can you go to Chicago without seeing a Frank Lloyd Wright house? I don't think so. That's not what we think. So we are fitting that all in the morning. This will be a Monday morning. So, and then we're going to go to the Pilsen neighborhood. So we'll go to another one of the neighborhoods that Chicago is famous for. And we're going to do a food tour in the Pilsen neighborhood. Just, there's great food. It's been in the past Hispanic based neighborhood, but of course, all kinds of new influences have come in. So there's a wide variety of food here that we'll get to enjoy. Then so we'll be eating our lunch there. Then we have some free time to run up the Magnificent Mile or anything that you've got on your own personal must-see list. And then that evening, the Monday nights in the summer, they have a free concert in Millennium Park. And so we'll take care of that. We'll bring the blankets, we'll bring the picnic, we'll bring the champagne and wine for our little concert. So we'll really get to, this is something that Chicagoans are love to do. So we'll really get the feel of what it's like to be living in the city, kind of feeling all the vibes. Beautiful night in Millennium Park near Lake Michigan, right in downtown, but you can feel miles away with all the grass and the beautiful structures. And then the next day, our last day, there's an architectural boat tour on the Chicago River. And I have to say that I was at first, everyone said, I have friends who go to Chicago often. One friend has a daughter who lives there, and she said every time I take the boat tour, because it just grounds me, it just makes me appreciate the layout of the city. So we'll be doing that on Tuesday morning, just at like 10 in the morning. We'll do the boat tour and see all the architecture and get a better understanding of why Chicago is famous for its architecture. And that is then from there we'll go to the airport and for afternoon flights. But we've packed in so much on this trip. So here, if you have questions, you can email me, Jeannie at NextTribe. There's also we have a travel manager, Marcy at NextTribe. But I just think that I really do feel like we picked out the best of Chicago, and we packed it into to 3.5 days, 3 nights, 4 days. And I think if you've ever wanted to know why people love Chicago so much, this is we're going to show it to you, and you're going to meet local women, and we'll make sure you have a great time. That's my job, is to make sure you have a great time. And so we're on it. So I hope to see you in Chicago. And I'm going to stop sharing this, but thank you so much for coming. I really enjoyed it. And please let us know if you have any questions, and hope to see you soon.